I woke up at 5 o'clock and I wasn't tired or anything. I was awake. So I went to the hyperbaric chamber for 4 hours where I was able to send some footage to WeTransfer because my computer didn't work yesterday, and I was able to answer a couple of voice notes. And now I'm just gonna brush my teeth. Brush my teeth with the left hand. Like Jim Quick says, it's good to create new pathways for your brain. So, just mixing the teaspoon of glutathione, the 500 milliliter water. Ate some food, took the daily vitamins, and found this new way of editing. When I'm doing time lapse, I actually put the sound over, and I can actually watch the video. And yeah, I think it's working. Then I took some time off. Sometimes, when I take my phone a little bit or something, it's just I'm not used to it. And the day from yesterday of just taking the computer really had a certain effect on me in some way. But yeah, I just needed to take some time for me. I'm not used to doing all this phone stuff, and took the phone call, and now I'm basically editing the video. And in the beginning I was like a little meh, and now I'm just like, it's coming together, and I'm happy. I'm proud of the progress I'm making. Yeah, I never thought I'd explain this thing like that. I refer a lot to 2012 because a lot of stuff happened. This is where I felt like my life just went to hell, and basically it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. But at the same time, 8 years later, I'm still in the same boat, just trying to figure out like a lot of stuff that a lot of mental things that got created in this process. When basically along the time with 2011, 2012 and everything, my head started going pretty crazy, and I'm tired right now, but I'll try to explain the best I can. But basically, there's different ways that people see this, and the best understanding I got was with the soul reader I've been working for the past 6 months. It's something crazy that I've been doing for the past 6 months. I've just been literally reliving my whole life from birth to just now the 27-year-old person I am, to actually accept and be able to be the person I am today. And I've had the opportunity to basically relive every moment, how I felt, and basically the circumstances that happened along the line. And now I'm basically in a phase where last week I had an appointment with the Nicole, the soul reader, and we're basically into the phase where we're in 2012. Everything happened, and I just talked to her about that slam because I was seeing the tube that I was put in after the slam. Basically, I was hearing call the doctor in my head and stuff, and I think this comes from someone saying that at the time. And just I was seeing the tube. I felt like I remember who the lady was. I had signs of me just being in the car at that time, and just looking out the window, but I don't completely remember if I was looking out the window. and I had like, it was mixed up with like some videos of me from like when I was in a train in Barcelona, and you know, it was all just messed up from that point on, and it was already starting to get messed up. But you know, when I fell on that 50 slam, it took me like forever to get back up, and I told the same thing 14 times to my friend, and
Bouge pas, man!
like like I was saying, there's a lot of stuff happened that time. I got a call, so it kind of cut short. You know, I'm not even gonna really just continue the story. I'm just gonna continue it another day and explain it. I'm gonna rest, and you know, sometimes I have these little kind of like moments where I still feel like a little brag kid. At times, like sometimes where my mind just like goes different, and yeah, basically it's happening. I'm just gonna put it out. I don't care. Usually I didn't want to put that out because I've got a lot of, not a lot of shit back then, but just like, I don't know, just like a lot of like I don't know, no one really knew what was happening. But I got the phone call and it was amazing. Got to talk with Marcel and Paula and Vox Life, and basically they're really helping me out so much. And gonna drink this lemon cayenne, and basically after I'm gonna go rest, try to go walk and get some nature going. Hey buddy, buddy. Hey, what is your name? Hello. Yeah, I just walked to make the time lapse, and then I just came back to come and get it. And I don't know, I thought it would just be cool to put a little more video editing into it and use the creativity I can to just like at the same time put a good video together, but actually tell the true story about how it went down, and just yeah, in its full sincere honesty with everything I've done with the soul reader. It's made me learn a lot about who I was, who I am, and who I'm becoming, and like merging as one person. Like I was talking about, and like I was talking about earlier, basically when those slams happen, it's like kind of if my head stayed in 2012, but as I kept growing, I mean, I would see the years pass and I would know that we weren't in 2012 anymore, and that I didn't have the physical capacities as I had in 2012. But it was just weird because I'd have one part of me that was a kid and one part of me that was growing in all my anxieties and everything, which was not necessarily me. So yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy a little birds, a little river, and yeah. I just got the Vox Life sleeve, and this works on cognitive improvement of the brain. And I got the REM patch so I can sleep good, because the sleep has been pretty hard lately. But yeah, can't wait to try them. This feels incredible. I've been wearing the sleeve for not even an hour, or about an hour, and I do feel like I'm more relaxed, and my brain is just like more there. It's just like more there. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I can't wait to see what it's gonna do for the past next days and the continued days. Actually, yeah, I feel more light too. Everything just feels more light. I'm gonna go see the information again, but yeah, these two work in synergy, the socks and the sleeve. So it's pretty amazing. So as you can see, my eyes were closed in the car. They've been closed, but I was able to open them a little bit more than usually. So basically, I stopped driving when I hit my head because I was really lost, and basically I restarted trying to drive like a couple of months later, like 4 or 5 months later, and I had a hard time driving more than like 30 minutes. I would get like super tired and super like zombie, and basically like sometimes I would go one way and then I'd turn around and I'd try to go like another way because I thought of a shorter way, and it was just like really bad. And then I re-hit my head on like where you put your kitchen there, on a shelf, like the where you take your plates, where you put them in, and basically that restarted like a whole really crazy thing. And after that, that was in November of 2018, and basically after that, like the hospital story I was telling, it was in the winter of 2019.
Yeah!
Basically, I just restarted being able to open my eyes in the car after I went to see Yuan at the door for the scan, and I think that was October 2 of 2019. And yeah, basically after I was able to drive for like a month and a half, I think, or something like that. And then like, I don't know, like I would drive like an hour and my head would hurt. So yeah, it was kind of still really hard to do stuff. And then when I re-hit my head 2 times on the same week in November of 2019, I didn't drive my car after. So yeah, basically I think This is October, but December I didn't drive, January I didn't drive. Yeah, basically I didn't redrive, and I haven't redriven since. And now we're in July. So yeah, I think with the Vox Life sleeve and the socks, I think it. So as I was saying, the sleeve, the socks, I'm really confident that slowly I'll be able to basically just start being able to look at the road again, because it's long with your eyes closed, but at the same time it's just become part of like a normal thing for me to just close my eyes in the car. Yeah, I definitely know that it's not necessarily normal, and it would be cool to be able to just open them. It would be really more fun, but yeah, it's just, there's a lot of things that have become like just part of like my regular life that's not really normal. But yeah, today, right now, like I'm wearing the sleeve and it's pretty crazy. Like everything feels more like clear, and my neck feels less tight. I feel more relaxed, like less anxiety. And you know, I never thought I'd be like promoting a product so hard, but basically after all these years of searching and just like spending so much money on something that's not that doesn't cost a lot, that does so much good to you, it's like wow, it's amazing, you know. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I had the opportunity to see someone catch a fish today, and I got the opportunity to see some jet skis go pretty crazy. I had the opportunity to film some of them. So you know, slowly, one day at a time, it will all come back. And basically, yeah, I had this conversation with Marcel and Paula, and you know, there was a time during the day where I kind of started like getting tired, and like, there were some things I felt like I couldn't necessarily remember from the conversation. Clearly, it's normal that I can't remember everything, but now, like taking a little time off and just putting the sleeve on, it's basically like I basically had the chance to remember like some things are like popping up in my head that like Marcel told me, and yeah, it's like popping back up into my head, and it's pretty cool to just like re-know the information, because sometimes when I just know the information and then I get tired and I'm like looking really hard to find the information, it's like really further down the road, like my brain's not like super fast. So I just walked back from the park. I walked for 30 minutes. So it's a really great progress. And yeah, basically I had one of my friends call me up like 2 days ago, told me he had a big concussion and that he was saying words that he basically didn't know what the words were. His friends didn't know what the words were, and he was just really messed up, and he like fell on his head and then got back up and then fell again. So yeah, I told him to come into the hyperbaric, and he says he was gonna call me back, but I knew that he was not gonna call me back because it was a little bit later during the day. And from my experience, I knew that at this time, like when you hit your head and that type of stuff happens, you're just like, you think you're going to be able to do stuff, but basically it's like, it's not happening. So he called me, he sent me a message the next day, and he's like, hey, I couldn't make it, I can't find someone to come, and yeah, so yeah, I was like, yeah, it's all good. Like I pretty much knew you were gonna call because of what's happening. And basically, when I was at the park, I left my phone here, and he called, and I called him back, and he was telling me some stories, and I just said, "Can I record you?" And then he told me what he told me, and he was like, "Oh, so it's normal?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He was going through a lot of confusion, a lot of like weirdness.
Ouais, j'ai conduit, puis je suis devenu tout étourdi, puis il faisait trop. On dirait que je supportais pas la chaleur. J'étais pas capable de me concentrer sur la route, en gros. Genre, surtout que je commençais à essayer de conduire comme du monde. Mais là, on dirait mes symptômes, ils revenaient, genre. Et ben, quand je suis allé à l'épicerie, ça allait pas bien non plus, là. Quand je suis débarqué du char, après 5 minutes dans le char, j'allais plus bien, là. J'ai juste monté les marches tantôt, puis il a fallu que je prenne un break, là, j'étais essoufflé bien raide rendu en haut. D'habitude, je peux essouffler, là, je peux courir 30 fois, j'étais assez en forme.
Non, c'est ça je te dis, c'est comme... C'est moi vraiment, man, que tu fais quelque chose, quand tu te cognes au début, c'est inconstant, puis il faut que tu prennes le temps de juste récupérer comme faut, puis c'est ça dans le fond. I'm just opening up the REM patch I got right here. 30-pack Vox Life REM patch. It's gonna be great for my sleep. It's right here. Oh yeah, I've been in the hyperbaric for the past 2.5 years. 2.5 hours. And basically, I'm just gonna get out.